tradition with the same scientific attitude. That's why in all the scriptures you will find n number of references of astronomical angles. Because आज मान लीजिए ये दुनिया खत्म हो जाए and you are saying today is 21/1/2026. After 5,000 years, if some document has come in which 21/1/2026 is written, nobody will be able to understand what does this figure means. But if you have mentioned the moon is in that place, Jupiter is in that place, Venus is in that place, then even after 50,000 years you can determine this was the time. That's why it is the most accurate measuring parameter of the time. And it is derived from where? There are 6 ang of Vedas: Shiksha, Kalp, Nirukta, Chand, Vyakaran, Jyotish. So Jyotish is one of the 6 parts of Vedas. And it is said that it is the eyes of Vedas. वेदों की आंख है. And why it is said eyes? I will just say, if your eyes are closed, so you can just feel a space around your body. So if I ask you to go out of the habitat center, it may take 15-20 minutes because you will keep on touching and then going. The moment your eyes are open, you can visualize the space much beyond your physical standing. In the same manner, in the time frame, your mind can analyze only the present time frame, and by logic and counter logic is like moving with the closed eyes, touching here and touching there. The moment your eyes of Vedas, that is astrology, is open, you can see well ahead in time frame what's going to be there. If somebody believes or somebody not believes, it is up to them. वैसे मैंने एक बार ये बात बोली भी थी तो उस पर बहुत सारे लोग आजकल कूद पड़ते हैं, नहीं साहब ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता. I said, when the moon moves, there is an impact on water on earth. And our body is comprising of 70% water and the brain is comprising of the 90% water. How you can say it is not impact on the water? Then people used to jump. Oh, gravitational force is so less. How can such a small bowl of water can be affected by moon? Oh, I have never said it is due to gravitational force. It is some other force which you are not able to understand. I will give you example. Till the remote technology has not come, then nobody would have said that a 100 kg gate can be opened by remote. They will say electron is having a weight of 10 raised to the power 9.1 into 10 raised to the power 9 minus 41 kg. How can it move the 100 kg weight? No, it goes inside, triggers the electron in the intermolecular space, creates a current, and then currents creates a motor, and that dynamo removes movement in the door. In the same manner, there are certain things which comes in the our water in the mind that can trigger a reaction, and that's why there was so much of belief, irrespective of religion, irrespective of caste and community. So these things which are mentioned here, I think, as he has mentioned, even Aurangzeb, who was considered most against, he has also predicted. That's why the title of the book is After Me Chaos. भाई मतलब मैं तो ये कहना चाहूँगा, इट्स अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग बुक. अगर आप पढ़ेंगे तो आपके ज्ञान चक्षु खुल जाएंगे जो बाएं हाथ से बंद करके रखे गए थे. सो इसलिए just I want to say, even the Aurangzeb was having belief that there will be, after him, it will be a chaos. And the chaos happened. And it is recorded. And one more thing, somebody uses to say, no, everything is predicted after it has happened. So I would like to tell you, there is a Hollywood movie, The Man Who Saw Tomorrow. It was made in 1983. Around 1 hour 10 minutes. YouTube पे जाके देखिएगा, उसके अराउंड आप देखिएगा. Referring to Nostradamus, it was said that the sky, fire will fall from sky and the man-made mountains in New York City will collapse. It happened in 2001. The movie was there in 1983 and I have seen that movie in 1986. ठीक है, मानिए न मानिए, it's up to you. But even the Mughals were accepting, but the Macaulay and Marx are not accepting. This is the irony, that because they have cut off from the culture, because they are having a fear. Because there was a Russian thinker also, his name was Alexander Chezovsky. He has drawn correlation between all the revolutions in the world with the spots on the sun. And you know, instead of studying those things, Stalin has put him in the jail. Because if it is proven that it has been inspired by the movement of the sun, then ये proletariat और इसका क्या होगा, proletariat and bourgeois? The entire theory will collapse. So this was a fear, because lastly I would like to say, in the entire system of India, from Vedic age even to Mughal age, it was accepted the basic motive of astrology is not to know the future. It is a very minuscule side effect. It is being discovered and it is being taught just to tell you that most of the thing in the world goes by a predetermined motion, so that it creates a sense of detachment in you. Because sense of detachment is the first and foremost foundation of spiritualism. And what is scientific? Scientific is that thing which is having 4 dimensions. It can be physically observed, it can be numerically quantified, mathematically formulated, and planets can be physically observed, the motion can be determined, they can be numerically formulated. But spiritualism started when you think, I am not doing everything, there is a huge system which decides. Man proposes and God disposes. This inference gives you indication that it is not you who is deciding all the things. It is a huge system of nature which is taking care of the, and there the sense of detachment, जैसे कहते हैं ना दृष्टा भाव उत्पन्न होना. So this was a foundation of religious, spiritual, inner journey. You are moving towards inner journey. It's not for knowing this and that, and because nature has kept a wheel on that. And as he has mentioned in his book, various, even हिंदुओं में तो जो पुजारी होते थे अलग है, even the Muslims, only Maulanas used to practice. Why? If I ask you, which is the biggest mystery of nature? The biggest mystery of nature is what is going to be there in the future. And if you want to peep in the future, it means you are trying to break the law of nature. The nature will hit back with the inertia. So you have to have connection with some supernatural force in order to sustain that inertia and misguidance. So that's why there was a requirement to do this, not just mathematical calculation, with some pious devotion. Then only you will be succeeded, otherwise there will be an impact. So I would like to say, even he has mentioned several things very significant, जैसे ज्योतिक राय शब्द है. He has used the word वो for shoes, charan dharan, during Mughal Empire. Sis Sobha for cap. They are pure Sanskritized word, and they were having no hesitation in accepting those things. But unfortunately, due to politics, it has become troublesome. वो लास्ट में मैं फिर ये बोल देता हूँ, बताइए साहब, बड़ा फेमस हिंदी फिल्म का गाना है ना, मन तड़पत हरि दर्शन को आज, मोरे तेरे बिन बिगड़े सगरे काज. Who has written this? Shakil Badayuni. Who has given the music? Naushad Ali. And who has sung the song? Mohammad Rafi. आज तो फतवा जारी हो जाता. Because we have become, and this is not a political issue, but you can understand the inverted commas, कि भाई फतवा जारी हो जाता, but at the time it was okay. और वो मैंने तो वो सुना था साहिर लुधियानवी, he was also leftist, पर वो रोम रोम में बसने वाले राम जगत के स्वामी हैं अंतर्यामी, में तुझसे क्या मांगू. It was नील कमल का गाना उन्होंने लिखा. So I would like to say that this book has put a light on a very peculiar, unique subject, which is having all 3 aspects. One for knowledge, one for society, even one for cultural and politics also. Those who want to create a trouble, जिसको आप so called गंगा जमुनी तहजीब कहते हैं, अरे देखना तो इसमें देखो भैया. वैसे तो ऑन द लाइटर नोट में कहूँगा, गंगा जमुनी तहजीब गंगा जमुना के मैदान से आती है, न हुआंगो सीक्यांग से आती है और न दजला फराज से आती है. तो इफ यू हैव टू सी, लुक एट हियर, So it is having very significant impact. जब आपको, वैसे तो देखिए मैं ये कहूँ कि मैंने पढ़ा है पूरा तो ये ठीक नहीं लगता है। मैंने अकबर साहब से पूछा था कि इसमें कौन कौन से पोर्शंस हैं। देखिए अगर हम ये कहें कि आई हैव रेड द एंटायर बुक, then it will be that this is because of the crisis of credibility for the politicians. But Akbar Sahab has asked me, if you will start reading the book, you will be so engrossed. And I felt that when I start moving the chapters, I said, oh, this is mentioned, that is mentioned. And since my childhood I have mentioned. अरे भाई रूहों का वर्णन है, जिन्नातों का वर्णन है इसी में, आईने अकबरी में, ये तहकीके हिंद में, शाहजहांनामा में. There are so many things, but all those things are denied. One thing is picked up. So I will say कि अब एक नया एरा आ रहा है. एस्ट्रोलॉजिकली भी समझ लीजिए कुछ नया एरा आने वाला. इससे ज़्यादा मैं नहीं बोलूँगा, उसका मीनिंग कुछ और निकाल लिया जाएगा. Within 5-7 years you will see कि as Prime Minister had said, this is अमृत काल. और उन्होंने कहा था कि it is a very significant time for India to usher in a new era. He has used a phrase, यही समय है, सही समय है, भारत का अनमोल समय है. तो वो जो समय है उसकी हॉरोस्कोप बना के देख लीजिए. Within few years you will be able to realize, मतलब थोड़ा सा टॉपिक से डाइवर्ट होकर एक छोटी सी बात बताता हूं. नाटो बिखर रहा है. They are saying MAGA, make America great again, MAGA. So this is a candid acceptance that America is not great now. So America is not great now, Europe is struggling, and China is facing some peculiar problems. Middle East is involved in other type of conflicts. So if you see that there is a only civilization in the world which is having capability to create a coherence in the so-called clash of civilization, it is only India. तो ये दिखाई भी पड़ रहा है और इसे एक्सेप्ट भी कर लीजिएगा. कभी कभी कहते हैं ना कि अब ये वक्त आ गया है, जो अभी शाजिया जी ने कहा ना, वर्शिपिंग सन. तो भारत का सूर्य उभरने वाला है, उदय होने वाला है, सही लग्न में, सही राशि में, सही नक्षत्र में, और भारत को एक नई दिशा में दे जा रहा है. तो लास्ट आई विल से, we are having a glorious past to inspire, and a golden future is waiting. Only we need to be cautious and careful in the present. As in a Hindi couplet, गौरवशाली था भूत, भूत means past काल, गौरवशाली था भूत, भविष्यत भी महान है अगर संभालें आप उसे जो वर्तमान है.